one more thing before I forget. I'm required by Udacity to record meetings just for quality assurance.
Yeah. So actually, I'm now working as a software engineer in Bay Area. So I'm now in Bay Area, but I work in a hardware company in a really small software team. And so my job is like I have so many roles because we are in a small team. So I did full stack a software engineer,
Nice.
but I also have to do a data analysis work and sometimes a data engineer work.
Oh,
So I try to
everything.
and yeah, and I'm thinking about like going out to interview and going to a new find a new job, and actually I try to pick one of them to become my future career. So I decide maybe data engineer is the goal I want to do.
I think that's a
So
good choice.
yeah, because I talk to a lot of people, and because for my current job now, I did the full stack the website development too, but for my user, because I'm doing the company's revenue and cost control analysis, so they don't really care about the UI thing. They want there's a UI to let them use, but the most thing they care about is the data.
Of course.
So and our data in the company, the revenue data or the cost data for all the company business data is a mess. So we don't really do a formal ETL stuff. We use really complicated SQL to handle everything. So I usually write like 700 lines SQL to do a really simple a revenue showing or like hit rate showing, right? Because the data is really a mess. There's a lot of legacies. Like we are 25 years company, so there are so many legacy data and legacies in the company. So that's why I try to introduce a data pipeline in the company. But and we now someone use the SSIS, but it's not really a modern way now. So I try to like go learn so I pick this course and to try to learn how to do all the stuff in a modern way. Yeah.
Of course, I think you made the right choice. And I don't know if you have seen the overview of the course, but it really teaches you all these different methods you have. Like you can make like the base the common relational database, or you can go the NoSQL way, or you can just automate everything with Airflow. So I think that you will have like a really big tool shed for what to choose. And since you have done some full stack development and all that, I think you will have like a solid SQL base to just build on top of that. So congrats for taking this decision. All right. So thank you for sharing that. Now the one-on-one work is really easy. You can schedule one meeting with me every week. It's not mandatory, but it's a tool for you to use. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to go over a schedule. So basically this is a template of your learning plan. And here, I mean, these dates are not correct, but it basically tells you how fast you need to go with the program, right? Have you taken a chance to see the program or start with some lessons, or we're starting from the first lesson?
I already finished the data modeling lesson, but I didn't do the project. I didn't finish the project yet. Yeah.
All right.
I finished the first lesson one.
All right.
The whole data modeling lesson. Yeah.
Perfect. Now it's really important that you finish the projects though before you move on, because you will have all the knowledge, just need new knowledge, and you want to apply it, and that's where learning happens. And Udacity does care about you watching the videos, but actually you don't need to watch all the videos to graduate. What you need to do is pass all your projects, and that's when you can graduate. So make sure that you are passing the projects, and because that's our only metric for you, us to decide that when you're ready to graduate. All right. So what I would say is let's just get started, and let me put, for example, today is December 14th. So let's put that date. No, actually, let's put another date here. Let's put like December 1st, because this will take about 15 days. Let's put December 5, and let me change that here. I think that will give us like a good progress rate, because for example, today is the 14th. So today you should be starting working in the project, which I think is the right move for you to go back and just working through project. Then that's today, Saturday. You will have until Thursday to turn it in. And then, and from there, you can just follow the schedule. Now, the schedule is really, really simple, this learning plan. Basically, when you see this, everything that's not green are lessons, are video lessons. So that's a day for you to focus on that. And when you don't see anything, that those are days for you to work on the project. And then here you will see this due dates. These are soft deadlines, all right? If you miss it, nothing bad is going to happen. The only thing is that the program is going to take longer, and if you're in the subscription-based model, you're going to
okay.
So also feel free to modify this, and if you want to progress faster, this is taken in mind, taking in consideration is spending about 2 hours per day, so about 10 to 14 hours per week. This is like the expected progress. Any questions so far regarding this learning plan?
So does the course content ever change? Because so is there a different, like if I start later or start like earlier, is the going to any change in the content, or is always the same?
So it does get revised, but they usually let us know. For example, right now, the last revision for this was added about a month ago, and it was just an extra module in the, I believe it's the data lakes one. Yeah, debugging and optimization, right? So you already have that on your program, and I don't believe there are any updates in the upcoming months. So I think you're going to be working with the most up-to-date version of the program for sure.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I try to squeeze 2 hours a day out of my schedule, but yeah, because I usually work to around 7 o'clock. Yeah, so
I know it's going to be different.
I have time.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. At the end of the day, it's your schedule and it's your learning.
Yeah.
You can change this as you wish. And sometimes, like for example, especially you have some knowledge to build on. If you feel like that video, like, oh, I know everything that the guy's talking about, feel free to skip that video. And please don't skip the projects. That's where the learning happens. So I would say if you're short on time, spend the majority of your time working on the project.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And every time you schedule a one-on-one call, basically we're going to go through a learning plan. I'm going to ask you like, have you followed it? Do we need to make any changes to it? And then we're going to spend about 5-10 minutes talking about the learning plan. And then the next 15-20 minutes, it's just for us to discuss questions that you may have about code that you want to run, or a bug you're facing, or any questions about the content of the course. That's just like free time for us to discuss it. So that's basically how the one-on-one works.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I still trying to figuring out how the Udacity system, how does it work, but I never use it. This online course service before. Yeah, I use other service, but I didn't use this one.
What other service have you used before?
So I use Udemy.
Yeah, right.
And Educative.io before, yeah.
Awesome. So let me give you a brief walkthrough. So here on the left side, you're going to have all the units, right? So each unit takes a little bit less than a month, depends on how fast you're going. But once you click on the unit, you have all the lessons that make up the unit, which are basically videos and exercises. And those, even though it's highly suggested that you do them, it's not like 100% required. So if you feel like you know what the video is talking about, feel free to skip it. Although most cases I recommend don't do it. But then you will find, after the lessons, you will find the project, right? And the project, in most cases, it will give you all the instructions to pass the project, and it will give you a project workspace for you to work on, which is basically like a terminal. like a virtual terminal here. You have all your files, you have a terminal here. So you can work all your project here. And when you're ready to submit, you just click the submit project, right? And that will send your project to a reviewer. The reviewer will take about from 1 day to maybe 3-4 days, but it's usually just like the next 24 hours to review your project. And the reviewer is going to tell you if you pass the project or you need to make any revisions to it. And after you update your project, you can submit it again through here, and then you will get a check mark that you passed it, and you're free to move on. So that's basically how the program works.
Oh, so in the workspace, if I want to run the Python file, just use a terminal to run it, right?
Yes, exactly. I just go here into the terminal, and
okay.
This is the workspace. So I just write Python create table.
Oh, and I have the root permission, right?
Exactly.
It's
yes.
always it's always root permission. Okay.
Yes, and you can download your files as well, so you can upload a GitHub account for you to have as your project shown. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff here. Another thing that I would suggest you take a look at is here on the left side, you have some extracurriculars. So these are not required for you to graduate. They're just there in case you need to review a topic. So you have like an intro to Python, SQL for data analysis, command line essentials, and GitHub. All right. So if you feel like you need like a refresher, any of those, take a look at it. But I would say don't pause the main course to go over this. Use this more like as a menu. Like if you're struggling with a certain concept, look it up here, watch a couple of videos, and then move on with the main course.
Okay, got it.
All right. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is this briefcase. So this briefcase is your career portal, which is pretty cool because it has all these resources available for you, such as resume reviews, LinkedIn reviews. It has polish your pitch reviews, GitHub reviews, and you can even have like interview practice here. Well, you will record yourself, and a reviewer will give you some feedback on it. So this is pretty cool as well, especially if you're trying to find a new job, and it has a bunch of resources for you to go ready for the job hunt. I would say I would suggest you to focus on the main course, and once you pass all your projects, you will still have access to this career portal. So then you can like calmly walk through the career portal. But if you are like on the job hunt right now, I mean, you could also take a look at this resources.
Okay, so the career portal is not a subscription base. It's like
it's available for you if you graduate. If you opt out of the program, like and you don't the program, you won't have access to the career portal anymore.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Right, and lastly, we have the Student Hub. Right, so the Student Hub is our main communication tool. So I check this chat almost every day. So as soon as you have a question, feel free to drop your question here. You can share screenshots of your code as well, and I will take a look at it. And that is the fastest way to reach me. And then I will come up with an answer through here. I mean, you don't always have to schedule a meeting. Sometimes it's just like a simple code review or like a simple question. Feel free to share it here, and I'll answer it as soon as I get to it.
Great, yeah. And can you talk about let me see, the knowledge tab too?
Sure. So the knowledge is basically like a Reddit. So there are some it's a forum. Right, so you can look into your nano degree, which is data engineering. Where is it? It's here on top. Data engineering, cool. And these are all the questions, and some of them have answers. So if you're struggling with a certain part of a project, most likely somebody else already asked that, so it will be worth your time taking a look at it. You can even filter by project, or you can come up with your own question. And so all the other students and all the other mentors have access to this forum. So we spend some time here just trying to answer students' questions.
Yeah. And by the way, does the Udacity have the mobile app? Because I tried to search it, but
I don't believe we have. No, yeah.
okay.
I think what the most you can do is you can download the videos. Let me show you how to do that. Into data engineering, and you can just put them in your phone, and from there watch them as you have time. So for example, if we go here and I go here in resources, you can have a zip file or a transcript. Maybe you have time to read them, and so
that's cool. That's
yeah,
great.
that's cool. All right. Anything else I can help you with? Any other questions about the program, Bill?
No, I think that's all my question. And thank you for helping me. Yeah, I still trying to figure out catching up all the schedule. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Feel free to ask your questions to the Student Hub as soon as they arise.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Hope you have a great day, and okay, and see you soon.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you.
Bye. Me too. Bye.